Contrary to popular opinion, respect is not earned, it is given. Yes, you give respect because you have it to give, not necessarily because they deserve it. Yes. Great evening, guys. Thank you so much for joining us again on another exciting Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. Yes, I am Mr. Upgrade, and I am super, super excited to join you for this amazing session on the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. Yes, today's a special edition because today happens to be my birthday, and I'm super excited. Yes, even though it's my birthday, I still have to be here to do the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade, and I hope and I pray that you can say a prayer for me for my birthday and wish me all the good things that you would wish yourself in this life. Most importantly, say a prayer for the Upgrade Mastery community. So as many people who come across our work, they truly would upgrade in their own life. So that being said, happy birthday to Mr. Upgrade. We wish you all the best that life has to offer you in your lifetime. So back to the conversation for the day. This is the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade, and like you know, we do this every Fridays. Every Sundays, I beg your pardon. We do this every Sundays. We have the live we do every Friday, which is the Upgrade Mastery just for you. We do that every Fridays, but this is the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade, and we do this every Sundays from 8 p.m. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. In the spirit of the birthday, a lot of things are just happening in my head at the same time. Yeah, we do this from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Sundays. Yes, every Sundays we get to do this, the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. And we basically get to do 4 things. Number one, we get to take your questions. So if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to send in your questions and we'll gladly take them, right? Number two, we get to share with you the Upgrade Mastery tip for the week. And for this week, the Upgrade Mastery tip for this week is respect. 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 That is the Upgrade Mastery tip for this week that we're going to be talking about today. And I hope that there's a lot that you will learn from this. You know, previously we talked about honor. They have a way they go together, honor and respect. So today we're going to talk about respect. And there's so much that we need to unpack in this conversation of respect, right? And how important this is. And like we said in our opening quote, that contrary to popular opinion, respect is not earned, it is given, right? And you give respect not because they deserve it, but because you have it to give it. That's why you give respect. So we're going to talk a lot about that in the conversation today. And I hope that you stick around till the end. The third thing that we get to do here is that we get to connect, network, and bond, right? The reason why we do this is because this is a global platform and a lot of people from across the world get to be on this conversation. So it's important that we just get to connect, network, and bond as much as possible, right? And then the fourth thing that we get to do on the conversation is that we get to have fun. Yes. We gotta have fun. We gotta have fun. You know why we gotta have fun? Because I strongly believe that if learning is not fun, there is no learning at all. So yes, we gotta have fun while we do the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. Yes, we gotta have fun while we do the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade. Why? Because learning ought to be fun. Because we know that whatever you learn with full pleasure, you remember in full measure. Yes, that's why we get to have fun while we do this, right? Okay, now these are the 4 things that we get to do here. We take your questions, we share with you the Upgrade Mastery tip for the week, we connect, network, and bond, and we get to have fun. So it's an amazing time that we get to spend here together with ourselves. So are you ready? Yes, by the way, we also like to encourage you that you share this with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and even your enemies so that they too can be part of the conversation. Who knows? You may just be helping them to begin their upgrade journey. Like we always say, there's always more on the upgrade side of life. And that's why we encourage you that you leave good behind so that you can upgrade. Okay, so on the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade, we begin with our basic 5 questions. Now, these 5 questions help us to lay the foundation upon which the conversation will be built, right? So we begin with our basic 5 questions. So, question number 1, what is respect? Right? So you hear people say, oh, doesn't respect me. Oh, she doesn't respect me. Oh, what exactly is respect? They say what a man's greatest desire is not to be loved, is to be respected. What then is respect? Right? When you hear respect, what comes to your mind? When somebody says, oh, this person does not respect me, or that person does not respect me, what exactly comes to your mind when you hear the word respect? I'd like you to tell me in the comment section, when you hear respect, what does respect mean to you? Right? What does respect mean to you when you hear the word respect? Tell me. What does respect mean to you? I'd like to know. What does respect mean to you? You see, respect, it is the honor, regard, and value that you have towards a person, a place, or a thing that is seen in your thoughts, words, and actions. I'll take that again. Respect, it is the honor, regard, and value that you have towards a person, a place, or a thing that is seen in your thoughts, your words, and your actions. That, my friend, is respect. So when we say you respect someone, we are saying it is the honor, the regard, the value that you have towards a person, a place, or a thing that is seen in your thoughts, your words, and your actions. That is respect. Are you getting this? Does this make sense? So you see what respect actually is. Question number 2, who is responsible for respect? Now that you know what respect is, who then is responsible for respect? The answer is simple. You are responsible for respect. You know, when we say respect is given, it doesn't necessarily need to be earned. No, prior to now, they tell you, oh, you earn respect. No. You give respect. People don't need to earn respect because they may never be qualified to earn it. So you give respect. So respect is given, not necessarily earned. Are you getting this? Does this make sense to you? So this is what it is. Are you understanding this? So who's responsible for respect? You are responsible for respect. Yes, you are responsible for respect. Question 3, why respect? Why do we have to talk about respect? Why is respect a conversation we should be having at this time? I'll tell you 3 reasons why respect. Number 1, honor. Number 2, regard. And number 3, value. These are 3 reasons why respect. Because of the honor that you show, because of the regard that you have, because of the value that you are. That's why you show respect. And you know, when we talk about respect, just like we spoke about honor the last time, it's about you as the person. So it's not about the person you show respect, it's about you as a person who has respect to give. Because many times, the people you give respect do not even deserve the respect. But because you give the respect, that's why they are respected. You getting this? So when it comes to respect, it's about honor, it's about regard, it's about value. This is why respect is critical. So which means because you are a person of honor, you're a person who regards others, you're a person who's of value, this is why you give respect. So it's not about the person or the people or the place. It's about you. Are you getting this? Respect is about you. And this is why you give respect, honor, regard, and value. And this is very critical for you to understand and implement in your life. Because you see, a person of respect is the person that you should be. Are you getting this? Does this make sense? So question number 4, what are the benefits of respect? When you give respect, what are the benefits? What do you stand to gain? There's always the benefit to things. What are the benefits for respect? I'll tell you 3 benefits of respect. Number 1 is humility, right? Humility. Respect ensures that you become a person of humility. Because you give respect, you're always humble. There's no room for pride or arrogance because you give respect. So you're always humble. So there's humility that you've clothed yourself with because of respect. That's a good benefit of respect. Humility. So you see the people who are always respectful, they are always humble. No matter the status they are still always humble because they accord respect to people. The second benefit of respect is recognition. You recognize others the same way you always be recognized because you're a person of respect. See, everybody knows those who show them respect and those who show them disrespect. So respect makes you gain recognition. And the same respect that you have also make you give others recognition because you respect them. Are you getting this? So you must understand how all of these things play. The second benefit of respect is recognition. The third benefit of respect is appreciation. When you respect people, you show to them that you appreciate them. You don't take them for granted, right? You show to them that you appreciate them. You show to them that you value them. You show to them that you honor them. You show to them that they are important in your life because you respect them. Are you getting this? So these are the 3 benefits of respect. When you become a respectful person, these are the things that come along with you. Humility, recognition, appreciation. I see why respect is very critical, right? And then question number 5, when is the best time for respect? When is the best time for respect? When is the best time for you to develop this attitude or this lifestyle of respect? Like we always say, the last best time for anything was yesterday. The next best time is now. Now is the best time for respect. Now, not tomorrow, not later, but now. Now is the best time for you to become a person of respect. So guys, this is what respect is, and we hope that you've been able to get a foundation on this conversation on respect. Now we are going to go a bit further. We're going to take a deep dive into respect, and we're going to explain it in a way that you will never forget it. Are you getting this? After this explanation, you will never forget respect, and you become a person, right? You become a person of respect moving forward. Are we getting this? So let's talk about respect. 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 You see, the R in respect is responsibility. Now, why is this important? Because respect starts with responsibility. Respect starts with responsibility. Are you getting this? Respect starts with responsibility. Are you getting this? So which means it is my responsibility to honor, regard, and value people, places, and things as seen in my thoughts, my words, and my actions. So respect is a responsibility. It begins with my responsibility. So I take it as a responsibility to honor people, to regard them, to value them in my words, my thoughts, and my actions towards them. That's where it begins. Respect begins as a responsibility. Are you getting this? It begins as a responsibility. So when you see people who lack respect, it's because they are irresponsible. Because respect is a responsibility. Remember, I said respect is not earned. Contrary to popular opinion, it is not earned, it is given. So if it is given, it means I have to give it. And if I have to give it, I have to take responsibility for it and give it. Are you getting this? So respect begins with responsibility. I know that I must honor people. I must regard them. I must value them through my words, my thoughts, my actions. That is me showing them respect. That is a responsibility I have chosen to take on. So, do they deserve it? Not necessarily. Do I give it? Emphatically, yes. Have you seen how these things play out? So, respect begins with responsibility. So, the R in respect is responsibility. So, I choose to be responsible and to take on the responsibility to honor, value, and regard people, places, and things through my thoughts, my words, and my actions. That is how respect begins. It's a responsibility. Are you getting it? So when you see people who serve other people disrespect, they are only showing that they have not taken responsibility to give respect. Like I always say, respect is not earned. Respect is given. You give respect. Are you getting this? Is this making sense? Now, the E in respect is empowering. You know, respect has a way it empowers you that you begin to see the good in others. You know, sometimes some people can't even see the good in themselves, but because of the way you respect them, they begin to see a side of them that they never thought exists. Because respect is empowering. People feel empowered when they are respected. Haven't you noticed this? People feel empowered when they are respected. Why? Because respect is empowering. This is why we always say that you become a person of respect. You getting this? Because respect is empowering. You empower others through respect that you give them. Respect is empowering. People feel recognized, they feel appreciated, they feel celebrated because of respect that they are given. So they feel empowered because respect is empowering. Are you getting this? Is this making sense to you? So you see how important respect is, because respect is empowering. Are you getting this? The S in respect is service. You know, one of the greatest thing you could do with your life is to live a life of service, because your life is not measured in its duration, it is measured in its donation. And it's through service you make contribution and donation to your world. So respect for people comes off as how you show service to them. You've always heard me say this, that service is the giving up of yourself faithfully towards the attainment of a goal without expectation of reward. That's service. And respect comes through service. Are you getting this? Respect comes through service. So I respect you. I respect the place. I respect the thing. I serve. That's how I show my respect, through service. And you know, the best kind of service is faithful service. Not eye service, not lip service, not face service, but faithful service. And that's the proof of your respect, your service. Because respect must come off as service. If it doesn't come off as service, then it is not respect. It must come of our service. What shows that I respect you is that I'm willing to serve you. I'm willing to give service to you. That shows I respect you. In my words, in my thoughts, in my actions, I'm willing to give service. That is respect. That is respect. Are you getting this? Now, the P in respect is purpose. There's always a purpose for respect. There's always a purpose, right? There's always a purpose. So no respect is arbitrary. There's always a purpose for respect. Because the purpose of respect is to show honor, to show regard, to show value. That's the purpose of respect. So I don't disrespect you, even if you are deserving of disrespect. I will still show respect. Why? Because I know the purpose of respect: to honor, to regard, to value. Respect has a purpose. You see, David had 2 opportunities to kill Saul while Saul was chasing him. But yet, David had respect for Saul. He respected Saul because he still considered Saul as the Lord's anointed. Even when he was anointed, he still considered Saul as the Lord's anointed. That's how much respect David had for Saul. Why? Because he understood the purpose of respect. The purpose of respect is honor, regard, value. So respect has a purpose: to honor people, to regard them, to value them, whether they deserve it or not. Because when it comes to respect, it was never about them. It's about you. Are you getting this? It was never about them. It's about you. So you honor them, you regard them, you value them, because that is the purpose of respect. Will they deserve it? Many times, no. But should you give it all the time? Yes. Are you getting this? You see, this is really shifting your paradigm, because this is not what you are used to. You are used to, oh, if they respect me, I'll respect them. No, that's gutter behavior. Gutter behavior. Don't do that. Even though they don't respect you, respect them, because you understand the purpose of respect is to honor, is to regard, is to value. Are you getting this? Is this making sense? Right? The E in respect is excellence. You see, one of the signs that you are a person of respect, or a person who gives respect, is that you are always excellent. There's no room for mediocrity. There's no room for average. You're always excellent. That's what shows that you are a person of respect. You do all that you do with and in excellence. Are you getting this? So you don't do things with mediocrity. No, it's excellence. That's the proof of your respect. Excellence or nothing. So because I respect myself and I respect you, I am obligated to do what I do with excellence. Because that's the sign of respect. Excellence. No room for mediocrity. No room for average. Excellence or nothing. Because respect is excellence. You getting this? The C in respect is character. When you have respect, your character shows it. Are you getting this? When you have respect, your character shows it. It's seen in your character. It's seen in your character. Your character shows it when you have respect. It's seen in your character. You know, one of the easiest things to spot when it comes to respect is the actions of people. Remember, we said respect, it's your honor, regard, and value towards a person, a place, or a thing that is seen in your thoughts. your words, and your action. And you see, your character many times is the expression of your actions. So whether you have respect or you lack respect, the first indicator is in your character. People can see your character and know that this person does not have respect from your character. So respect shows in your character. That's why the C in respect is character. Someone who has respect, you will see it in their character. Are you getting it? You will see it in their character. And by character, you see it in their thoughts, in their words, in their actions. You would see it. Are you getting this? So the C in respect is character. And finally, the T in respect is trustworthy. When you're a person of respect, you're trustworthy. Your words are your bond. You're trustworthy. You say what you mean and you mean what you say. You're trustworthy. You don't vacillate between opinions. You're trustworthy. Are you getting this? So the T in respect is trustworthy. You can be trusted. And you can trust yourself not to compromise because you respect yourself. You see, when people compromise, it's a proof that they don't have trustworthiness. They don't trust themselves. And when you don't trust yourself, it will be difficult for you to trust others. Why? Because your perception of others is a reflection of you. What you think others are doing is a reflection of what you think you will be doing too. So when you are not trustworthy, it will be difficult for you to trust another person. Are you getting this? Are you seeing how this all ties up? So this is what respect is when we break it down. The R is responsibility. The E is empowering. The S is service. The P is purpose. The E is excellence. The C is character. And the T is trustworthy. This, my friend, this is respect. And this is what you should have as a person and also give to other persons. Are you getting this? So that's why we started out originally by saying that respect is not earned, it is given. Are you getting this? It is given. You give respect not because they deserve it, but because you have it to give. That's why you give respect. Are you getting this? Does this make sense? Great. Now, there are three things about respect that I want us to understand. Three things about respect. Number one, discipline. Number two, practice. Number three, lifestyle. Now, I will break this down so that you get it, right? Follow me closely. When it comes to respect, it begins with discipline, which means you must discipline yourself to give respect. Wherever you find yourself, to the high and mighty, to the down and lowly, you must discipline yourself to give respect, regardless of class, age, race, gender. You must make up your mind that you will discipline yourself to give respect. Are you getting this? So respect begins with a discipline. You discipline yourself that you must give respect. Do they deserve it? Sometimes no. Do you give it all the time? Yes. Because you discipline yourself. It was discipline that would make David having two opportunities to kill Saul, the same Saul that was after his own life, and not touch him. Discipline. Because he respected Saul as the Lord's anointed. Discipline. Number two, practice. You have to deliberately practice respect. See this. Respect is not follow come. Nobody is born with respect. Any respect you give, you practice it. That's why you can give it. You know, sometimes you see young people who don't even know how to greet. They walk past elders or they walk past people who are older than them and they don't even greet. Why? Because they have not practiced how to greet people. So anything that you want to be good at, you must practice. The same thing with respect. Respect is not for local. You don't lay hands on you and you receive respect. No, you practice respect. You practice it in your thoughts. You see, one of the easiest places to disrespect people is in your thoughts. So you must practice respect even in your thoughts. And then in your words, never say things that are disrespectful from your mouth. Scripture says, let your words be full of grace and seasoned with salt, that it edifies those that hear it. So respectful words must always come out from your mouth. And then your actions must always be respectful. Are you getting this? Your action must be respectful. So this is how you go about when it comes to respect. The discipline is a practice. And then the third thing is that it's a lifestyle. So you become the life that is respectful, which is full of respect. You see, when somebody is respectful, it means the person is full of respect. That's when respect has become a lifestyle. So it begins with the discipline and the practice that it becomes a lifestyle. You are now respectful, which means you are full of respect. Are you getting this? You are full of respect in your thoughts, in your words, in your actions. You are full of respect. You don't disrespect people. You don't disregard them. You don't dishonor them because you are full of respect. There are two traits of respect. Two traits of respect. When you see these traits, you know that this person is a person of respect. Two traits of respect. Number one, the thoughts and the words. The thoughts and the words. See, you cannot separate the thoughts and words when it comes to respect. Because see, before you say something disrespectful about a person, you have thought about it first. So if your thoughts are not respectful thoughts, your words will not be respectful words. Take note of that. So when people say some certain things, it gives you a picture of what their thoughts are. Because scripture says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. So if the thoughts are not respectful, the words can never be respectful. So the two traits of respect, number one, is your thoughts and your words. Your thoughts and your words. And number two is your actions and your behavior. Your actions and your behavior. These are the two traits of respect. Thoughts and words, actions and behavior. If you want to gauge respect that someone has, look at these two things. Look at their thoughts. Look at their words. Look at their actions. Look at their behaviors. This is how you know whether they have respect or not. Are you getting this? Respect. The traits of it is in the thoughts and the words, is in the actions and in the behaviors. The one goal of respect, guys, the one goal of respect is honor. Yes. The one goal of respect is honor. Honor. I know I've always said this, that you don't honor people because of who they are. You honor people because of who you are. The goal of respect is honor. Are you getting this? It's honor. Now, see this, guys. Respect does not only just improve the life of others, it improves your own life. Did you get that? Respect does not just only improve the life of others, it improves your own life. It improves your own life. When you're a person of respect, it improves your own life. When you give respect to others, it improves their life. Like I told you, people crave to be respected. And when you give them respect, you are meeting that craving that they have. So you are improving their lives in ways that you don't even know. I told you the other time, people can feel it. They can see it. They can experience it when they are honored. The same thing when they are respected. They can see it. They can feel it. They can hear it. They can experience it when they are respected. This is why you must become a respectful person, not a respecter of persons. Now, a respecter of persons is someone who respects people because of who they are. So you see, let's say you get in the company of the president of the nation, or you get into the company of the prime minister of a nation, then you suddenly respect them because they are the prime minister or the president. At that point, you are not a respectful person. You are a respecter of person. Because if they were not the prime minister or the president, you perhaps will not respect them. So you are not a respectful person. You are a respecter of person. And scripture tells us that God is not a respecter of persons. And you ought to be like God, not a respecter of persons, but a respectful person, which means regardless of their status, you would respect them because you are a respectful person. So you respect people because of who you are, not because of who they are. As a respecter of person, you respect people because of who they are. As a respectful person, you respect people because of who you are. Are you getting this? Is this making sense? Is this making sense? This is why we're having this conversation, because a lot of things need to change. We need to get respect back to where it should be in society. We're having a society that is filled with so much disregard and disrespect and dishonor. Because people do not understand the basics of what respect is. Imagine a world where everybody understands this as regarding respect. Just imagine what beautiful place the world would be like. Are you getting this? I told you earlier that respect is seen in your thoughts, in your words, and in your actions. Remember Ruth and Naomi, right? When Naomi was returning back to her hometown and Ruth said she was going to go with her, Naomi says, no, you have to go. Go and settle your life. I've lost my sons. I've lost my husband. I'm going back. You go and live your life. And Ruth told Naomi, wherever you go, I would go. He said, entreat me not to leave you. Hey, he says, entreat me not to leave you. She was literally saying, do not convince me to leave you. For wherever you go, I will go. Your God will be my God. Your people will be my people. Where you die, that's where I want to be buried. You could see respect from Ruth towards Naomi in her thoughts, in her words, in her actions. Respect. See, it is not wokeness when you lack respect. It's not woke. It's not woke when you lack respect. Say, oh, I'm just doing anyhow. I'm just talking anyhow. No, it's not woke at all. It's not woke. It's not. You're just a person who lacks respect. It's not a good thing. In all honesty, it's not a good thing. Are you getting this? Is this making sense for you? Right? So respect is seen in your thoughts, in your words, in your actions. We see respect in these three things. The kind of thoughts you are thinking, the kind of words you are speaking, the kind of actions you are taking. We can see whether you have respect or not. You getting it? See, respect is the oil that reduces friction of human interaction and the glue that binds and builds solid relationships. Did you get that? I'll take it again. Respect is the oil that reduces the friction of human interaction, and it is the glue that binds and builds solid relationships. Respect. Respect. See, when you are in a place where you are respected, you will know. You will not be told, you will know that you are respected. It's something that you can literally feel. You will know. And when you're also in a place where you are not respected, you will also know. Respect is like air. Once it's present, nobody really pay attention to it. But once it's absent, everybody realizes that it's absent. You see, like I told you earlier, respect is not follow come. Nobody was born into this world with respect. No. Respect is a learned skill. You learn it. That's why I say you discipline yourself. You practice it until it becomes a lifestyle. You learn respect. You learn respect. Like every skill in life, it is learned. You learn respect. You don't just wake up one day and then you have respect. No, you learn it little by little. You learn it. You practice it till it becomes a lifestyle. Are you getting this? Is this making sense? Right? Now, how do you develop respect? Now you wonder, okay, now that respect is a learned skill, how do you develop respect? I'll tell you, you start with self-respect. The reason why it's hard for you to respect others is because you don't even respect yourself. Respect begins with you being able to respect yourself. Respect yourself. Right? You must learn to respect yourself. That's how you start to develop respect. You start by respecting yourself. In places where you are not invited, don't go. That's you respecting yourself. Right? In places where you're not invited, don't go. It's you respecting yourself. You must learn to respect yourself. Like, come on, respect yourself. So you start with self-respect. And then you must learn to honor boundaries. I say this all the time, that what is worse than having boundaries is having boundaries that you don't enforce. It's as good as having no boundaries. There's a saying that a person who lacks self-control is like a city without walls. You must learn to honor boundaries. It's part of the ways you develop respect. Honor your boundaries, honor the boundaries of others. It's part of how you develop respect. You honor boundaries. Right? How you develop respect, you see the best in people. Yes. We live in a world where it's easy for people to always see the negative. Easy for people to always see problems. And whatever it is you see, you experience. Yes. Whatever thing you see more, that's the thing you experience more. So if you see problems more, you experience problems more. When it comes to respect, you must see the best in people. You must see the best in people. Even when they can't even see it in themselves, you must see the best in them. Are you getting this? You must see the best in people. Even when they don't see it in themselves, even when they don't believe it in themselves, you must see the best in people. Does this make sense to you? That's what it is. You must see the best in people. Are you getting this? You must see the best in people. It's part of how you develop respect. Because when you see the best in them, they start to live up to that best that you have seen in them. That's the trick. When you see the best in people, they start to live up to that expectation that you have of them. That's the trick. That's the magic. That's how it works. And then to develop respect, you need to learn to apologize when you are wrong. You know, there are some people, they know they are wrong, but they just can't apologize. They just can't apologize. You must learn to apologize when you're wrong. Admit you're wrong. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I hurt you. What can I do to make it up to you? You must learn to admit you're wrong. It's part of the ways you develop respect. You apologize when you are wrong. Don't try to assume. And I told you, whenever you try to assume, you make an ass of you and me. Don't assume. Apologize when wrong. It's part of the ways you develop respect. You own up for your mistakes. Right? And then you validate feelings even when you disagree. Yes, you know, we disagree to agree. Right? We disagree to agree. So you must learn to validate the feelings of others. The feelings of others count. Their feelings are valid. Their feelings are valid. So you must learn to validate their feelings even when you disagree with them. You can disagree to agree. These are ways you can develop respect. You start with self-respect. You honor boundaries. You see the best in people. You apologize when wrong. And then you validate feelings even when you disagree. Are you getting this? See, respect is not a nice to have. It is a must have and is a must give. I'll say that again. Respect is not a nice to have. Respect is a must have and a must give. So I have respect, I give respect. It's a must. It's a must have, it's a must give. So you must have respect and you must give respect. Yes. Like honor, you don't respect people because of who they are. You respect people because of who you are. It's about you. When it comes to honor, when it comes to respect, it's about you, not about them. Not about them, it's about you. And knowing this helps you to think differently, knowing that it's about you, not about them. It was never about them. It was always about you. Are you getting this? It's always about you. And respect demands that you don't breach protocols. You follow the due protocols. You follow the due protocols. That shows that you understand respect. You follow the due protocols. You don't breach protocols. You follow the due protocols. Are you getting this? Respect demands that you follow protocols. You don't breach protocols. That's respect. You getting this? That's respect. You follow protocols. And you see, respect everyone regardless of their status, their beliefs, or their actions. Respect them. Regardless of their status, regardless of their beliefs, regardless of their actions, respect them. So you see, when it comes to respect, there are four key things, four key areas you must show respect. You must show respect to God. You have the reverence of God. You have the obedience to God. You have the fear of the Lord. You must show respect. Are you getting this? You must show respect. Your reverence for God. That's why Joseph could tell Potiphar's wife, how can I do this great sin and wickedness before God? That was his reverence for God. Not even because of Potiphar, no, because of God, his reverence for God. Right? You show respect to God by your obedience to God. By your obedience to God. You show your respect for God by your obedience. It tells you to do something, you do it. That shows your respect for God. Obedience. And then the fear of the Lord is part of your respect for God. Right? And then there's your respect for people. Right? Respect for people. Respect for your parents. Respect for authorities. Respect for your workplace. Respect for the poor. Respect for the elderly. Respect for even unbelievers. Respect people. Respect people. Don't look at people and say, who's that? No. Respect people. Respect your parents. Respect the authorities. Respect your workplace. Respect the poor. Respect the elderly. Respect even unbelievers. Are you getting this? Right? And then the easiest way for you to spot disrespect is when people begin the statement with all due respect. See, once you hear that phrase, with all due respect, just note whatever follows is disrespect. Are you getting it? Whenever you hear somebody say with all due respect, whatever follows after that phrase is disrespect. That's one easy way to spot disrespect. Once somebody starts a sentence and say with all due respect, everything that follows after that is never respect or huge disrespect. Are you getting this? Is this making sense? Now understand that respect is an action that we show. It is an act that we do. And it's the words that we say. So I coin it this way and say, we show respect, we act respectfully, and we speak with respect. Are you getting this? We show respect, we act respectfully, and we speak with respect. It's very critical because respect is an action. We show respect, we act respectfully, and we speak with respect. Remember, I told you that respect is seen in your thoughts, your words, and your actions. See, respect is showing regard for people, ability, their value, and their worth. They're showing regard for their abilities, for their value, and for their worth. You're showing them regard. Remember, I told you respect is about the regard, the honor, and the value that you give people, places, and things that is seen through your words, your thoughts, and your actions. See, it is valuing their feelings and views even when you don't agree with them. You still respect their values. You still respect their views even when you don't agree with them. That's respect. I may not like you, but I respect you. Are you getting this? I may not like you, but I respect you. I may not vibe with you, but I respect you. I may not be in your corner, but I respect you. And you see, one of the unspoken craving of people is not love, but respect. People crave respect. Yes, one of the most unspoken craving of people is not love, is respect. Is respect. And that's why you must learn to develop the culture of respect. You know, in my book, The Upgrade Culture, one of the cultures is the culture of respect. Another culture is the culture of honor. I encourage you to get the ebook. very, very life-transforming ebook. Title of the book is The Upgrade Culture. These are cultures that help you upgrade. And I've just explained two of them: the culture of honor, the culture of respect. See, the culture of respect is the norm. And where this is the norm, there is trust, there is support, and there is encouragement. Are you getting this? There's trust, there's support, there's encouragement. This is where the culture of respect is the norm. There's trust, there's support, and there's encouragement. So you see, when people don't support you, when people don't encourage you, when people don't trust you, it's because the culture of respect is missing. Because where the culture of respect is the norm, there is trust, there is encouragement, there is support. All of these things, you find it there when the culture of respect is in play. And you see, there's the opportunity for recognition, appreciation, and work gets done when it is in the culture of respect. In the culture of respect, there's the opportunity for recognition, for appreciation, and work gets done optimally where there's the culture of respect. People feel appreciated, people feel recognized, and then they give their optimum work. They do their work optimally because they experience the culture of respect. See, the lack of respect will always produce disrespect, disregard, disagreement, and division. The lack of respect will always produce these four things. It will produce disrespect, it will produce disregard, it will produce disagreement, and it will produce division. See this, guys. If you respect people in their presence, do not disrespect them in their absence. In Philippians 2:12, Paul said, "As much as you have obeyed me in my presence, do much more in my absence." So if you respect people in their presence, do not disrespect them in their absence. Are you getting this? If you respect people in their presence, do not disrespect them in their absence. And I told you earlier, respect is like air. As long as it is present, nobody thinks about it. But if you take it away, then everybody talks about it. Are you getting this? Respect is like air. As long as it's present, nobody thinks about it. But if you take it away, right? If you take it away, then everybody begins to think and talk about it. So, guys, it's important that you not only know about respect, that you actually begin to practice respect. So you become a person of respect. Are you getting this? Does this make sense to you? So this is the conversation that we felt to begin this new era, right? It's still my birthday celebration, and I thank all of you for your wishes, for the congratulations. Thank you so much for celebrating with me. I'm truly humbled. I'm truly grateful. But beyond the celebration with me, I want you to become a person of honor and respect, right? The same way you've honored me, the same way you've shown me respect, that should become what you do to every and any person, not just for me, but everyone that come in contact with you. Become a person of respect. Become a respectful person and not a respecter of persons. That's one way of you celebrating me this season, right? It's still my birthday, November 23rd. Thank you so much for the wishes, the prayers, the gifts. Thank you very much. I'm super, super grateful, super, super excited. And like I said, the best gift you can give to me is that you become a respectful person. Yes, I'll be glad that you did. So, guys, this is it. This is where we call it a wrap for today on today's conversation. And I'm super excited, right? I'm super excited for you because now I know, now that you've learned about honor, you've learned about respect, there's no stopping you when you put these two things to practice in your life, because these are the things that changes everything for you, right? Because these are the things that would turn your life 180 degrees. Because now you practice honor, now you practice respect, and now you are just an amazing person. Because we live in a world where respect and honor are two things that are no longer commonplace. So you having both, you're standing out from the crowd. Yes, effortlessly, you're standing out from the crowd. So, guys, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you who joined this conversation today. Thank you so very much. You are super, super amazing. Thank you. Right from the depth of my heart, I say thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And most importantly, thank you for going to practice what you have heard. Like we always say, the proof of any learning is practice, and the proof of practice is result. And I can't wait for you to share the testimonies from the things that you are practicing, because I know there will be testimonies. I know what we share in Upgrade works like magic, but it's not magic. But it works like magic because when you practice, you would see results, right? Like we always tell you on the Upgrade Live with Mr. Upgrade, we always let you know that 3 things will happen for you in this new week. Yes, this new week you are in, 3 things will happen for you. Number 1, increased voice of God. Number 2, open heavens over your life. And number 3, more angelic activities in all that you do. Remember, guys, remember to share this link with your friends, your families, and your loved ones so that they can be part of these conversations anytime we get to have these conversations, because we really love to have them join us here so that they too can upgrade, right? So do well to like, to subscribe, share, turn on post notifications so that you don't miss out on the conversations when we go live. Like I say, share with your friends, share with your family, share with your loved ones, and even share with your enemies. Share with them, because you may just be helping them to begin to know themselves better, right? And finally, like I always say, there's always more on the upgrade side of life. And that's why we encourage you that you leave good behind so that you can upgrade. And what better way for you to upgrade than for you to become a respectful person? And I can't wait to hear your testimony on what you practice from this session on respect. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.